Hi, I'm Dr. Kristine Baker. I'm a certified LifeLine practitioner and also a chiropractor. And I'm here with Judy Moon, a licensed massage therapist in Philadelphia. And I'm here interviewing her as a certified LifeLine practitioner. So, Judy, what has you keep coming back to LifeLine? How have you used it to support yourself and anybody who's in the healthcare field, regardless of whether you're a chiropractor, a massage therapist, psychotherapist, different things, we all have to do our own work, right? So, Judy, how are you using LifeLine to support yourself as a practitioner?
That's such a great question. When I first started to study LifeLine, I had this vision that it was going to be, just another service I was going to add, and I was really inspired to work with my clients with it. And as I was learning it, I realized that I thought, gosh, I don't even care if I ever do a session on another person because this is so great for me. It's like, I remember in school, one of my teachers always saying, like, make sure you have your self-care toolbox. Make sure you have your self-care toolbox. What are your go-tos to take care of yourself, like breathing techniques, etc. And I had a pretty good self-care toolbox, but LifeLine has been the biggest tool. It's like a power tool that I put in that self-care toolbox. It is like, I kind of joke sometimes that I feel like I got new eyeballs when I got certified to be a LifeLine technician or practitioner, because I just see things so differently now. And I was really excited and inspired to share that with clients as well. And I think, just talking about it with my clients, how it affects me, has inspired some of my clients to also want to get sessions. And it's also attracted like a whole new group of clients that don't even see me for massage. They just come for LifeLine. Then I have some clients that do both, but really, selfishly, I really like it for myself the best.
Yeah. And do you notice, what kind of shifts have you noticed? Is it just purely like physical, you're able to do your job better? Are you noticing like emotional shifts as well? Like, how does it impact you so that you're able to be more present or have more capacity for whatever your clients may be coming in with, right? Because clients don't just always come in with a physical complaint, right? It's not just their shoulder, right? Sometimes they have a bad day or they just lost somebody really important to them, right? And as a therapist, massage therapist, you're holding space most of the time for all of that, whether or not you're present to it or not. And I know as LifeLine practitioners, we're highly attuned, right, with those eyeballs.
Yes.
So how has that impacted you to support you, not just, from a physical or emotional perspective, but like, how does that impact you in different ways in a positive way?
I noticed that I can tell when I'm triggered more quickly now, right? And then there's that instant where I'm like, ooh, would I choose to feel this way right now? Nope. No, I would not. And I can pivot. The shit show might still be there, but I can in that moment say, I would never choose to feel like this. Infinite love and gratitude. How do I want to feel right now in this moment? And I can shift that. And I kind of try to do my best to do that with clients too. If someone shows up and they had a stressful day, things are out of control, and I feel this energy in the treatment room, and I'll say to them, like, okay, let's pack that up. That was before you got here. How would you like to feel right now? And we can kind of shift that energy and that vibration. And even just that simple thing might make their massage a different experience, just kind of like, you can pivot. You don't have to be right there. You can shift to something else.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like as a practitioner, when someone approaches me as a client, right, and I can just hold space for however they are.
Yeah.
That allows for, in my experience, a whole different positive level of healing versus when they have to try to, like, I'm trying to just get through this massage or get through this adjustment, right? And their practitioner is, hey, what's going on? And we're not for us to get lost in the story, because that's what I love about LifeLine is we don't even have to know the story. Exactly. In fact, sometimes it's better if we don't know any of the details at all. So it's not like we're sitting there asking our patients tons and tons and tons and tons of questions and knowing all the personal details. It's just a way you can hold space for people, right? So that their stuff can kind of start melting away. From that perspective, in addition to whatever body work type treatment they're getting, whether it's chiropractic, massage, acupuncture. And what I love about LifeLine, it's not therapy, but it's highly therapeutic. And, when patients and clients can get to those subconscious reactive points that have been like, I call like the octopus on the face, like, God, I'm just trying to do my life. And it's so hard. Everything's so hard. And you're like,
Right.
oh, it's because of that thing from
Yeah.
before when I was little and I didn't have the tools to handle it. And it was super hard for my parents and they couldn't teach me how to like have good self-esteem and know that I'm enough. Oh,
Right.
I am enough and I don't need someone else to tell me I'm enough. My power comes from the inside. Like
Right.
just being able to go from being in the story to like being the observer of your story is such a powerful tool. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
one of the most powerful tools I've ever found to shift that perspective for me and my clients, right? It gives you a gap to breathe when you're
Right.
in something big so that you can
Mm-hmm.
then go, that's me going through that. Yeah, that's not the truth of who I am. Is the truth of who I am someone with low self-esteem and frustration and chronic pain and all that? Is that who I want to be in the future? No, that's not who I am. Oh my gosh, but here I am experiencing it. It's very real. LifeLine
Yeah.
for me has been expedient, efficient tools to process that yuck, that stuff that gets us in the
Yep.
way of feeling amazing and like being our best self, right? We
Mm-hmm.
all get triggered. I'll raise my hand first, man. Woo! Sometimes there's some doozy days. I had one
Oh yeah.
yesterday, and so last night sat down with a big notebook paper and I did my own LifeLine session. And I had an entire 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper filled with emotions and stressors. Right? Sometimes life
Exactly.
gets really big like that. And I
Yeah.
ran a session and I slept so much better last night. I woke up feeling so much better in my heart, ready for the day. And I have a big day today too. So thank you
Right.
so much for sharing your experience.
Oh,
For
my
those
pleasure.
who know, there is a beautiful in-person opportunity for LifeLine technique coming in November 3rd through 8th. It is open to anybody, right? I know we're in the healthcare field, but if you're not in the healthcare field, you don't have to have letters behind your name to participate in any or all of the seminars. So it's a 6-day experience, 2 3-day seminars. The first 3-day seminar is Dr. Darren Weissman, the founder of LifeLine Technique, walking you through all 16 steps of the LifeLine Technique. You could literally study each step for 10 years, write dissertations, get PhDs in any part of it. But here's the cool thing. You don't have to study it that deeply to make a profound difference with someone. So he teaches you how to do step-by-step a LifeLine Technique session, regardless of whether or not you're in the healthcare field, if you're what they call a lay person, if you just want to learn it for yourself or your family or your kids. I sure wish I had this as a kid. That would have made growing up and being a teenager and all those hormonal years so much smoother, just saying. And then the second one is personal, professional, family life mastery, where you get to focus one day on personal goals, processing stuff related to personal stuff, one day on professional, and one day on family. You get to do a group intent. You get to do your intention. Darren processes a group intention. You get to do vision and journaling based upon your intention, and then hold space because the whole, the group gets to hear this beautiful vision that you've created for your life. And having people that high caliber, high vibration holding that space is just the most juicy experience. And that personally is my favorite seminar I've ever attended. So if you have any interest at all, if this piques your interest at all, feel free to reach out with any questions to me, Dr. Kristine Baker, or anyone at the LifeLine Center. They'll be happy to support you in getting registered. And we hope to see so many of you there in Kansas City in November. Thanks, Judy, so much for taking time out of your day to join me. It was great to be with you. Have a great day, everyone.
You
Infinite
too.
loving.